And hello, it's Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, founder of Gutsy Women Finances Community, full-time RVer, traveling the country with my 3 cats. Hey, please subscribe below if you already subscribed. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I am here at Salt Springs Recreation Area in Florida, and I gotta tell you, I left South Padre Island about 3 weeks ago, and I'd camped out there for 3 months, which is that's a long stay for me. And I've been on the road now for those 3 weeks, and I'm kind of getting my groove on. Now, last week I showed you my RV Superwoman journal, and just pulled out some random questions. I was looking through there, and and this is a challenge for you, my friends. Here's the challenge: build your perfect day. Build your perfect day. Okay, because I'm going through that journal, and it's about building your perfect day. The sun is shining. There's not a mosquito in sight. You got the whole day in front of you. What does it look like? Now, I texted a friend yesterday, and all I wrote was, I love my life. I love my life. This is so remarkable. And partly it's because I feel like I've been able to create this routine. I really took a look at the things that I was doing at South Padre Island, that it's like, I'm on the road now, I'm on my own. There I've got a bunch of friends too, so we ate out a lot. I've really cut down on that, have only eaten out twice. And I had internet cable TV, so I was like, I watched a little bit too much Netflix, and it's like, it was a little bit difficult to get back on the road, because I am all by myself, well, with my 3 cats. My 3 cats are usually better than having 3 people with me. So 3 cats, but it's like, okay, I've got to get back to a routine. And I realized the other day that I have been piling on perfect day after perfect day after perfect day. It has just been remarkable. So I'm still working, and it's not a lot of my work I really enjoy. So it doesn't feel like work, it's creative stuff. I've started to do a little something different with Money Monday videos. I'm doing a little poetry readings, doing the poetry of money. And I'm creating. I feel like I'm in a good place, redoing my website, things that need to be done on the business front. But I really, it's cool. I really like a lot of the work. I love putting together little mini workshops. I'm really weird like that. So I've got some days, my perfect day, realistically what's going on is that I'm working in the morning. I work until noon, maybe 1 o'clock, and then I'm off on a hike. I'm off on an adventure. I come back, and if I've been fasting, I'll break my fast after the hike, have a nice meal, and I've started to read again. I love a good murder mystery, and boy, have I gotten into reading again. That is just like, wow, how come I haven't been reading all this time? I've been doing a lot of business work and just doing other things, and it's like I sometimes forget how much I really enjoy reading a good book. So boy, I have dove into that area a lot, but it's like, the perfect day. So here's the real challenge for you now. Now, you might be traveling with a partner, with a spouse, with family, and don't make your perfect day depend on somebody else. Your perfect day might include doing kayaking with somebody. Well, what happens if that somebody is ill, or they've got other plans for the day? Have a perfect day just for yourself. Just for yourself. What does it look like? You can go kayaking on your own. I've talked about this before. You get to a point where you enjoy your own company more than you enjoy a lot of other people's company. You really gotta like yourself and spend time with yourself and nourish yourself but build that perfect day. Now, yesterday was really very interesting. I drove about 10 miles and I went on a trail called the Yearling Trail. And I didn't really connect the pieces until I got to the trailhead, and it talks about the 1938 Pulitzer Prize winning best-selling novel called The Yearling. And I vaguely recall learning a little bit about The Yearling, and it's, you know, this sad story about an orphaned fawn, and it was really the fight for survival. And this trail was where the people who adopted the fawn lived, and I'm reading a little bit of the histories. They had 2 years of frost in the late 1800s, and people they lost their crops. They had to move on. And this is, I didn't realize that it all took place in Florida. And this is really, you know, a pretty harsh environment, and especially, you know, hard summers. So I was thinking too about, as I'm walking, I'm like, you know, what did they do for entertainment? And, you know, there wasn't a lot of time for entertainment, but, you know, the woman who wrote the novel, you know, this was all a story told to her. And I was thinking about the art of storytelling, you know, when they're, you know, making up a story, telling stories, and how, you know, we've kind of lost that art. And then when I think about, like, my mom's relatives in the past, very musically oriented, so they would gather and play music. And just walking in the woods alone for, it's, yeah, a nice 5.5-mile trail. And it's like, you know, I'm not inundated with social media. Social media is like, ooh, shiny new product. Ooh, I gotta have that latest electronics. So that, like, the social media help, you know, it's like, oh, I gotta have that. And then the social media, everybody's out here having a good time. I'm out here having a good time, and you might be like sitting at your dining room table like, shit, you know, Dr. Brenda can be out there. Well, how come she gets to do this? And look at my life, you know. But you have that comparison points that, you know, it can make you feel a little bit unsatisfied. And you go back in time, you go back to those days of survival, but also entertainment being just very pure, and not being inundated with all the things that we're supposed to do, supposed to feel, supposed to buy. It's kind of freeing. And I think this is why I love hiking so much, is because it's just me and my thoughts. Boy, my thoughts go from one place to another, and occasionally I'll catch them going down the rabbit hole, going down into that negative sinkhole. And it's like, stop it. Just, you know, pay attention to where you are. But my most perfect day, I walked the cats this morning. I'm out here taking a walk and talking to you guys. And I'm going to go back. I've got a Zoom call later this morning. I've got some work to do. And then it's going to be too hot to be on the trails. But just down there is like the watering hole, the swimming hole. So apparently there are no gators in there in the afternoon or in the daytime. So I'm going to try out Salt Springs, put on my swimsuit for the first time this year. Ooh, first time in a long time. I headed out January 1st for the polar plunge, 72 degrees polar plunge. So I'm going to get out my suit, and it's going to be hot, like high 80s. So this is going to be perfect type of day. But and then I'll go back and probably read a little bit, and maybe write a little bit of poetry. I'm already playing around with RV Trip Wizard. I have fun doing this, so I'm like looking at different possibilities for 2023. I did say that, 2023. I'm booked up all the way through 2022. And just really enjoying life and the days that are here. I've got beautiful weather this morning. I don't have the mosquitoes right now. And just kind of going with the day, going with the flow, having the flexibility. But I really do challenge you. Let me know in the comments. Describe your perfect day for us. What are you doing? And again, don't make it dependent on somebody else. That somebody else may bail on you and it's like, oh, shucks. So think about what you really love to do and write it down. Let me know in the comments. You guys take care, and yeah, going to be kind of interesting to dip in this water later this afternoon. All right, bye-bye.